Welcome to Health First Healthy Living. I'm Chef Jeffrey Vaden, and today we're going to be talking about making feel-good chicken gumbo, a fast, family-friendly, and healthy meal that can be ready in under 15 minutes. This is a really healthy recipe, and it starts out with okra. We're also going to use some peppers and onions. I buy this stuff frozen. Whenever it's on sale in the grocery store, it's easy to pick up a bag of frozen okra, any frozen vegetables. Definitely chopped peppers and onions because they're the go-to for most ingredients. And I've also got some colored peppers. This recipe also calls for some chipotle, which are smoked jalapenos. It calls for some flour. I happen to have, I've got a whole wheat white flour, healthier for you, of course. I've got some tomatoes, I've got some salt, and we've got some Creole seasoning, and always we've got some garlic. This is the minced garlic that I purchased in the grocery store. Again, 15 minutes, we gotta be fast. No time for chopping that garlic today. I've also got some grilled chicken breasts. They're pre-cooked. I picked them up in the local market. The flavor is great, and they're gonna lend really good flavor to this dish. Celery and bay leaves round out the rest of our ingredients. So let's put it together. So the first thing you're gonna do is spray your pan with oil. Grandma used to pour about a quarter of a cup of oil in there. I think just a quick spritz is just fine. So we're gonna use some olive oil today, give it a spritz. So I'm gonna start out, as most recipes, with a little garlic in the pan. I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of the garlic to the pan. As soon as you smell the garlic, it's time to start adding other ingredients because burnt garlic does not taste good. I'm gonna go right in with my frozen okra. And that's the whole bag, so that's like a pound of okra. I also picked up in the grocery store some colored peppers. Adding color to anything makes it healthier. You want all the colors of the rainbow in your food. So we're just gonna dump those colored peppers in as well. We're gonna give it a quick shake, and we're gonna let this stuff simmer for just, 3 to 4 minutes until it begins to wilt. So we've got our okra, we've got our peppers in the pan, we've got our garlic in the pan. I'm gonna add some celery. And the celery's gonna go in just small, because you've already got the stuff cooking, it's not gonna take long to heat up. And I'm gonna put in about a quarter to a half cup of chopped celery. After the celery goes in, I'm going to use, and this is a little secret ingredient, it adds a little bit of spice, chipotle pepper. As I just said, it's a smoked jalapeno. Go light on them until you're used to them because, as I say, they are extremely spicy. A lot of heat in this pepper, but we're making a New Orleans style gumbo. You gotta have a little bit of heat in there. And it's got the seeds included. So that's gonna go in, give it all a nice stir. All right, now at this point we're gonna talk about thickening. There are a few different ways to thicken a gumbo. The okra is gonna work for you thickening. There's filet powder, flour. I'm gonna use flour, it's a roux thickener. So I'm gonna add a little bit of flour. The flour is gonna mix with the fat. I'm gonna add about just a tablespoon of soy flour. Make sure you stir it in well, and you wanna cook the flour. Chefs use the term cooking the flour out. That means you wanna cook this until you don't taste the flour anymore. It's gonna take about 2 to 3 minutes. It's gonna be a nice brown roux that's gonna add to the flavor. While that's cooking, I'm gonna turn back to the chicken. As I say, I picked up in the market, in the grocery store, just some frozen chicken breasts that have been grilled. You could use just the roasted ones. I use the grilled because they tend to have more flavor. I'm gonna cut up my chicken, and I'm just gonna cut it into bite-sized pieces, nothing fancy, nothing special. It's already cooked, really simple. If you were gonna add, you can add some sausage to this, you can add some andouille, you can add some shellfish if you like. I got chicken. We're gonna throw some chicken in, add all of our chicken pieces in. Again, a quick stir. We're gonna add a can of tomatoes. It's like a 29-ounce can of tomatoes. I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt because I do find that the Cajun seasonings, the Creole seasonings, they have a good amount of salt as well. So a small pinch of salt. I'm gonna add our Creole seasoning, about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons. This stuff is spicy, so you might wanna start on the short side with 1 tablespoon, and then if you need some more later, you can always sprinkle some more on. I'm gonna give it a stir. I'm not gonna cover it or anything. I'm gonna allow it to cook for about 7 minutes. It's gonna combine all the flavors. The last thing I'm gonna add is a bay leaf. Good flavor. I might add 2 bay leaves because I have them. So I'm gonna have 2 bay leaves. Again, on the stove, reduce your heat down to medium heat. About 7 minutes, you're gonna have a great dish. It smells really good in here, it's really tasty. And then you can serve it as it is, or you can serve it over your preferred choice of rice. Thanks for watching. Be sure to keep checking this space for more tips on living your best healthy life.